Hi, I'm Helen, and this is a very exciting day for my family because we received our Berkey water filter. Up to this point, we've been using a plastic Brita filter for the last 16 years. The most important thing you need to consider when you purchase a Berkey water filter is what size filter you should get. They have multiple sizes, and when I called the company, they guided me to measure each day how much water I actually use in a day. So I did it for about a week, and we use approximately 2 gallons, some days less than 2 gallons, some days more. So what I did was I purchased a 3-gallon Royal Berkey system. I was torn between the big Berkey and the Royal, but I went with the larger one. The most important thing is they don't want you to keep the water in your filter for longer than 3 days because it can grow bacteria. And they do prefer if you use up the water in your container each day and refill it. That's preferable. Now the parts it comes with, standard are the lower chamber, the upper chamber, 2 black Berkey filters. The other one is in here. Glenn already put it in. A spigot, a lid, and 2 plugs. Now the additional parts that were recommended to me to get were the Berkey stand, and that's because you can put your Berkey on top of it and put your glass here and put the water in it. If you don't have the stand, the filter will sit right on your countertop, and the glass will have to be on the edge, and you have to have your glass below the counter.
Which that might work for some people, obviously,
yeah,
right?
Maybe. The other additional part is the sight glass spigot. So we won't be using the spigot that it came with, we'll be using this one. And the benefit to this is that you can see how much water is remaining in your chamber to know when you're going to have to refill it. So those are the parts. And my husband Glenn now is going to show you how to prime the purification element, aka filter, and how to install it. All right, Glenn, you're on.
Hi, I'm Glenn, Helen's husband, and now I'm going to show you how to put together the Royal Berkey. These are we have 2 of these filters called purification elements, and they want you to prime them because they're the tiny pores in there, and when you prime it, you push the air out to fill it with water, so the air is gone. So you put this little plug on top, and then we put it up against the faucet, put cold water on, and as it bleeds, the water bleeds through. And once you do that for about 5 seconds, you've pushed all the air out, and now it's full of water. And then you just rinse off the outside. And I'll show you how to install it. It's pretty simple. I already have one in. All right, and there's 4 holes in the bottom, as you saw from the previous video. And we'll put 2 filters in and then 2 plugs to plug up the other 2 holes. Okay. Let's put them here. I'll show you what I'm doing here. Hand tight is what they say. I don't want to go too much, just hand tight. I'm going to put in the other plug. It's a little plug to plug up the other hole, as you can see right there. Okay, so that's pretty much it for that, and then so that's the upper chamber. And then we'll put the spigot, this is the sight glass spigot. We'll put this on the bottom chamber. One washer goes on the outside and one on the inside. This one through here. The black washer on the inside. Put the nut on. Stay hand tight is what they say, obviously. You don't want to go too far. Okay, so that's the bottom. It should be good to go, so we'll put it up here. So you can see, it's just the bottom chamber. That's where the pure water goes, where your filtered water goes. And then we'll put the top on, which we're going to fill with water. You can see it's got the two purification elements on there. And the two plugs. Everything looks good. Let's put this on top. And we should be able to fill it with water. It takes 3 gallons. 3 gallons top chamber, 3 gallons bottom chamber. And we'll fill it with water, and then we're going to do the system test with red food coloring dye. And if it filters that out, then you know everything's working fine. So we'll do the test next. Okay.
Hi, we're going to do the system test now. This is a 3-gallon system. So for every 1 gallon of water that you put in, you're supposed to put in 1 tablespoon of red food coloring. We're only going to put in 1 gallon of water, which we poured here. This is 1 gallon of water and 1 tablespoon of red dye. So I'm going to add the red dye.
That's a half a gallon. And the other half. And now the lid, right?
Now this is a 3-gallon system, so we're only putting 1 gallon of water and 1 tablespoon of red dye. And we have this glass sight spigot, so we should start seeing the water. It's a gravity feed system. We should start seeing, as it filters it, clear water should fill it up a third of the way. So while we're waiting for the water to filter, we thought we'd show you our cute little chihuahua, Candy on the left and Chip on the right, having your dinner.
Good boy, Chip.
Chip doesn't mess around. Candy, he squirts. He squirts through, gets all the goodies, the chicken, and leaves the kibble, and Chip just globs it all down.
Good boy, Chip.
Good boy, Chip. All done?
You did good.
Yeah,
You did good.
That's Chip.
You did good, Chippy. Yeah, we'll be able to fill up their water bowls with the pure water now.
Yeah.
That's going to be nice.
Excellent.
Okay,
All right.
back in a few minutes.
Hi, we're back. The system test is still running, but we have clear water in the bottom, and we're going to try it. Looks good.
Looks good.
Does it smell good?
No smell.
No smell. Are you going to drink it? You're brave. How's it taste?
It's good.
It's got red dye number 40 in it.
No, it's pure.
Isn't that carcinogenic?
Success.
Success. Tastes good. Bye. Hi, I'm Helen, and this is a very exciting day for my family because we received our Berkey water filter. Up to this point, we've been using a plastic Brita filter for the last 16 years. The most important thing you need to consider when you purchase a Berkey water filter is what size filter you should get. They have multiple sizes, and when I called the company, they guided me to measure each day how much water I actually use in a day. So I did it for about a week, and we use approximately 2 gallons, some days less